what it is or what it ain't. I'm going to let y'all know what I really think. This your boy Goldmouth Shorty, and I'm going to get straight down to business. I need everybody to go smash that like button, man. Smash that subscribe button, man. And comment on the channel. And if you really mess with me, man, go ahead and donate $1 to my Cash App. MAG promo, MAGPROMO, and I'm gonna keep bringing you some quality content. All I do is bring you the latest and the greatest news and information. You know, I gotta put a disclaimer out because everything for educational purposes only, entertainment. But I ain't gonna hold you up too much longer. Let me go ahead and play y'all some new content.
A possible feud, connections to big names like Snoop Dogg, and now one man who claims he's been wrongfully convicted. It's all part of a criminal case that just took a turn.
Only the 8 News Now investigators have been following the battle brewing in court. Vanessa Murphy has been speaking with the man at the center of it all.
Denise and Brian, rapper Mac Minister insists he's an innocent man. He's been telling me this during phone calls from prison, and he's alleging this in court. But prosecutors argue there are too many connections between Mac Minister and 3 people who wound up dead. Andre Dow, also known as Mac Minister, was an up-and-coming West Coast rapper in the early 2000s, but that came to a halt. Dow was convicted in 2008 for a double murder in Las Vegas in 2005. The victims, Kansas City rappers Anthony Watkins, known as Fat Tone, and Jermaine Atkins, known as Cowboy.
I don't know who killed Fat Tone.
How did they end up murdered in your girlfriend's car?
I don't have no answer for that.
I just want to make a record. He testified against my client in trial. I know.
As attorney Robert DeMarco argues for Dow's freedom, the 8 News Now investigators have been following closely. One major development, this witness who testified against Dow now says he lied.
It's been under conscience and you deeply regret making the false testimony and statements against Mr. Dow, correct? Correct. Mr. Lateef Gray, please.
A former San Francisco prosecutor who knew Dow growing up heard him proclaiming his innocence on a podcast and decided to look into the case. Do you believe he's 100% innocent?
I do. Based on this evidence, I do.
Lateef Gray says he uncovered information about witness Antoine Mouton, a convicted pimp with a lengthy criminal history. Records show when he claims he was in Las Vegas and Dow made incriminating statements to him, he was actually in custody in Georgia. So you believe that the police and the prosecutors had all of this information and hid it? Or what are you saying?
They definitely had it.
Sometime prior to that December 5th.
Clark County Chief Deputy District Attorney Mark DiGiacomo mentioned a date during Dow's murder trial in reference to that supposed conversation between Dow and Mouton in Las Vegas. But again, Mouton was locked up in Georgia. DiGiacomo now on the stand himself admitting to what he calls a mistake.
You said December 5th in the deposition, correct?
And I should have said December 05.
Still, he continues to defend the murder conviction.
I have phone records and the 911 call establishing the timeline.
In 2004, Bay Area rapper Mac Dre was killed in Kansas City. There were rumors, which police said were false, that Fat Tone did it. Dow claims he didn't think so. In 2005, he invited Fat Tone to Las Vegas to meet Snoop Dogg. Dow is seen leaving a casino with Fat Tone and Cowboy. He claims they went their separate ways.
I don't know where they went, but he said he has some business to handle.
The bodies of Fat Tone and Cowboy found near a construction site. A car, which prosecutors argue was connected to the scene, found torched in California 2 days later. Police also pointed to Dow's link to his co-defendant, Jason Mathis, and a woman who was found murdered in California later that year before Dow was in custody.
You cannot point to any specific evidence that points to Mr. Dow committing the murder of Ms. Larson in California, correct?
Well, I think that if I were to try him in this courtroom, I'd convict him every day of the week.
Dow was on America's Most Wanted and then arrested.
If he didn't pull the trigger, he's just as guilty as the person that did pull the trigger.
Lamont Williams, also known as Marlo Boss, is Fat Tone's cousin.
He's most definitely behind it. So yes, most definitely. I said it 1,000 times. I said it in his face 1,000 times.
After hearing from both sides,
This is totally a travesty of justice.
a judge will decide whether Dow deserves freedom.
My name ain't Mac Sinister, it's Mac Minister.
Prosecutors argue key witness Antoine Mouton may have felt pressured to recount his story, but Mouton and his father, who also testified, claim he just wanted to do the right thing. That decision from the judge could come any day now.
So now that I got the proof, I'm using it to totality. And I want y'all to pay attention to April the 14th. I go back to court. I should be getting released because the case in chief was built around a speech that they played, that they've been paying. And he been going around the country doing this. Now, I ain't the first one he done this to. You know what I mean? So the point is, man, I want the Shine Kings of the world, you know what I mean, the Big Crop. Everybody pay attention to this. This is a real, they treat me like I'm in a foreign country. They hollering, you know what I mean? The first thing come out their mouth is democracy. I don't get nothing but the bucker. Because this shit is corrupt right here. This is foul. It took me 15 years and 11 months to get this. And if it wasn't for, you know what I mean, me really making my salats, praying, giving Allah the praise, and not, and when things didn't happen, I didn't panic or go to the point to where I stopped praying. You know, you give up on God, He gonna turn His back on you. So I stayed praying through all of that. I made all my Ramadan. I never wavered my faith at all, in no time. So Allah is God, and God is the greatest, and He gave it to me. Like I say, sometimes blessings take years. I got this. Everybody needs to pay attention to this, though, because this is real. This is for all the celebrities that's coming down. It ain't about me. It's about these other young cats that's coming down here that just snatch off the street and then throw them in a man-made hell, some called prison, others called jail, won't give you a bail or give you a bail, an astronomical amount. Pay attention to this. This is a kidnapping right here. And I got everything it takes for them to let me go on April the 14th, but I'm still in jail. If I was white, it'd be an emergency court order, and I'll be out of this motherfucker in 72 hours. All right.
Jeez, man, y'all heard that, man. Let me play y'all a little bit more of the clip, man. And y'all get in them comments and let me know what y'all think about it. Just chill.
Is the greatest. I bear witness there is no God but Allah. And I'm on my way. In a real way. This is the Mac Minister coming at you live on the Mac Minister Instagram. I got to update you. That picture that you see is a dude named Antoine Cottrell. That's his real name, but he used the name Antoine Mouton, and he testified against me. The state, matter of fact, they paid him. He's a paid informant. So it's some cats all around the country that he done went to court and lied on, that testified and lied upon because the state paid him. He's a paid informant from the FBI. Now, this dude testified that he saw me on the footbridge in Las Vegas, and then I was bragging to him about the killings that happened with, you know, between Fat Tall Cowboy and whatever happened, and the thing that happened in Mac Dre. I don't even know this man. I've never seen him a day in my life until he came to court. The state of Nevada gave this man a check. He is a paid informant. Not only is he a paid informant, but the man testified that he saw me December the 5th, 2005, and that I had this conversation with him, and that we went to a bar, and I continued to brag to him. The man was in Fulton County, Georgia, from November the 28th until December the 7th, 2005. How is it possible that the man could be 1,000 miles away and they allow him to do this testimony? I'll tell you why. Arrogance and disrespect feeling like I would never get this information. Because, hey, it took me 15 years, 11 months to get it. Now that I got it, the question that I asked, why am I still in jail? How am I still in the state of Nevada, NDOC, the Department of Corrections, the Nevada Department of Corrections? How am I in prison? On what grounds are they? I've been kidnapped. I've been chained and embraced, brought across state and county lines, thrown in the dungeon. 15 years, 11 months for the testimony of an informant that they knew was lying from the outskirts of his testimony. From the outset of what he said when he gave his first name, Antoine Mouton. That is not his name. His name is Antoine Contrail. 15 years, 11 months. I'm still sitting in the penitentiary. I went to court February the 8th. When I went to court, I just knew I gave all my property away. I just knew I was going home because, hey, that's the meat and potatoes right there. But the state of Nevada, when you think you've seen it all, they'll show you some new shit. When I get to court, the prosecutor comes in the courtroom and says he didn't know that I filed the Brady motion and asked for a 60-day continuance. The judge said no. I'm going to give you 45 days. So the Mac minister got 45 more days. God willing, inshallah, I'm walking out of here. There's no reason to hope. Everything that they got